If you like the videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for those who have subscribed, and thanks for those who are new to my channel. Don't forget to comment. Hello, beautiful people. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please do your own research, and this is a platform for entertainment and to share our opinions. So many people are going on in the press, especially the children, the grandchildren of Queen Margaret, who got the titles removed. And then the father went to speak. We're talking about the Queen of Denmark, who's a badass. Basically, these kids, to begin with, they were not their royal titles. All royal titles belong to the crown. So that sound you hear is CD drinking water. All royal titles belong to the monarchy. They don't belong to the individual. They're bestowed and they can be removed. Now, these grandchildren, they don't work for the crown. They don't do anything. What they do is they pimp their titles, because let me tell you something. None of those kids have anything so remarkable that they get all the jobs that they get, other than the fact that they're prince and princesses. That's it. If you look at those kids, I mean, they're okay at everything, but they basically pimp out the titles. Now, we have the mother, oh, they were harmed. Why were they harmed? Why were they not thankful that they got to use those titles for that long? Why can't they thank the monarch that she was gracious to give them, to let them use those titles for such a long time? They're older, they have a career, they're still very wealthy, they're still very privileged, because they're the grandkids of the monarch. No, oh, they were harmed. Harmed? I'll show these kids harm. I'll take them where children have actually been harmed. So this is basically what's in store for Prince Harry. The good news is that the children don't have the titles, and they will never get the titles, hopefully, So hopefully Prince Harry will be also made a private citizen. Let's hope. And hopefully the Duke title will die with him, because you can make a title to be inherited or to die with the person who has it, and then it goes back to the crown. Okay, so just to be clear, those titles never belong to those children. What Meghan Markle needs is Queen Margaret of Denmark. You don't mess around with somebody like that. I can tell you that. Hopefully King Charles will be able to put her in her place, and Harry as well, because Meghan doesn't have titles. That's another misconception, and I keep repeating it. And I also will say, oh, everybody's making a big deal that they're demoted. No, they're not demoted. They shouldn't be in the royal website to begin with. It's like me saying, and I repeat myself, I was demoted from Apple. I don't work for Apple. Why would Apple have me in the royal website to begin with? All companies, all institutions, everywhere around the world, when you don't work for them, you're removed from the website. You're no longer part of the letterhead. So they're still there. They're still there, and people are taking, it's like they're being thrown crumbs, and people are happy at these crumbs. It's gaslighting. It's gaslighting at its finest. Because people are happy. Oh, they were put underneath, and Meghan doesn't say that she serves the king. So they're still there. They're still part of it. Doesn't matter which order they are. That's just a click of a computer. Tomorrow they can be up on top of William if they want to. It's nothing. It's not a demotion. There's nothing to be demoted from, because they're not working royals, so they shouldn't be there. And I'm repeating myself. Now, according to this, people are also going, Meghan is editing Netflix because to tone down. No, she's not editing it to tone it down. That is absolute BS. She wants to include everything from the funeral. I don't know if you noticed, I'm trying to find the pictures of the Netflix camera recording Meghan Markle and Harry when they were going on the walkabout. Yeah, with Prince William. In those 2 hours that it took to negotiate, it wasn't that it took to negotiate. Harry and Meghan were being difficult on purpose, so they would put the cameras in place for when they got there. And they had them on both sides. to make sure, you know, just in case. This is why Meghan Markle wanted to walk the flowers, because she knew the cameras were there. I'm trying to find the pictures because I saw the pictures on internet, and you can see the camera from Netflix. This is like a huge professional camera. And you can see Meghan Markle looking at it. So now Meghan Markle, is she going to brand the Queen's funeral a spectacle? Because she branded that wedding that she asked for, by the way, a spectacle. So, yes. So basically, the royal the funeral of the much beloved Queen is going to be part of a vulgar reality TV show of a D-list, you know, woman, because she's not an actress. She doesn't know how to act. What is Charles waiting for to take decisive action? You know, I've always said ambivalence is the death of many things. You know, if you take swift action like Queen Margaret did, the Queen of Denmark did, dusted and done. And by the way, those kids are coming across as petty and entitled because they were exploiting those titles. They were exploiting those titles. The only reason they got those jobs or those doors have been opened to them is because they were branding about, oh, Prince so-and-so is in the cover of Vogue. And he's getting paid, by the way, for those titles. And while getting, you know, it's unbelievable. So I'm good on Queen Margaret. Let's hope King Charles can be as decisive and turn Harry into a private citizen, because Harry has said publicly that he doesn't like England and he hates being a prince because it limits his options of earning a living. And I've been saying before I said it to the Queen, grant him his wish of being a private citizen. So forget that Meghan Markle and Harry are yes, they are editing everything to include the funeral and how painful it was for them, the treatment of the royal family, how cruel they were. And Meghan Markle, yes, she had Netflix there. They delayed the discussions on purpose. They were being difficult on purpose to put everything in place as fast as they could so they could be filmed walking up and down with Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge on the walkabout of Harry's much loved grandmother. So for all of those who are still defending Meghan Markle, she's a skank. Not because of how she looks, although she looks skanky, but her behavior. Her behavior is very skanky, is disgusting, is denigrating. So also another thing that people are saying is like, oh, you know, poor Archie, poor Lily Bucks, and blah, blah, blah. Why poor? They're very wealthy, and people are concerned that Meghan Markle doesn't have money. So she was given a huge opportunity to be somebody of worth, to be somebody of substance, to literally help others. And she squandered it because it's not in her mentality, it's not in her DNA to help others. The only one that she helps out is herself, because this is a woman of no substance. I look forward to your comments. Please let me know. Did Meghan Markle squander away that opportunity? Do you think that King Charles will do a Queen Margaret, the Queen of Denmark, and take decisive action? Do you think that you're going to see Netflix in the documentary of the reality show of Meghan Markle with the funeral? Do you think she'll call the Queen's funeral a spectacle? And I wonder how is it coming with Oprah too about the interview, because it is coming. It is coming.